Hello and welcome to KJL Podcast Channel. I'm artist Kenneth Sr. And today I'm going to work on part 2 of The Businessman, and I'm going to start on another one of the pieces in my series called The Seer. I'm really excited about this series I'm doing of men. As I said, most of the paintings I've done have been of women, and I said it's about time I do a series of paintings of men. So welcome. I'm going to give a few more people a chance to come in, and we're going to get started with the painting in a little bit. So we have here the businessman, and here we have the seer. So I'm going to give it about 5 more minutes, and I just want to make sure that you all can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me or not. If you can't hear me, please send me a message. I hope you can hear me. But anyway, as I was saying, I'm part 2 of The Businessman in my men series, and part 1, or actually this is kind of part 2, because I did the sketch and kind of went over it with a what yellow did I use? I have to look at it again. I'm trying to figure out what yellow I use. Here it is. It's called Bold Yellow by Art Teco. Bold Yellow. So I have that on right now. That's dry. And this is another one of the oriented strand boards from the recycled materials that I have, and I'm utilizing this foam that was on here, and I'm going to incorporate that into this piece here. So again, this is called the Seer, and this piece here is the Businessman. So I'm going to get moving, and I'm trying to decide on which one I want to kind of start with first. Let me get some paint on the palette and we'll see. I think I'm gonna go with the businessman because I want to define this suit. I'm gonna work on his suit right now. So let's get started with that part. I'm over to the side. I figured you didn't need to be seeing me over here mixing paint. So let's see. we're gonna get started here. And again, this one I'm working on right now is the businessman. So I'm gonna work on the suit a little bit. So I'm just gonna bring this down. And I'm gonna bring that all the way to here. It's like a puzzle when I start putting this together. I'm gonna, let's see, bring this down. I think I need to bring that all the way down here. So I'm gonna slide this to here. This kind of will go under there. There we go. Okay, let's see what else we're gonna do with this. It's funny how these start to come together after a while. See, I want to take this to here. Just kind of come out here. Here. If you have any questions, again, I'm just getting my second layer on the suit here. And you'll see it starts to come together like a puzzle. And let me see, I think I'm going to take some of this here. Bring this down to here. All right. And lighten this up over here. Beautiful. Yes. All right. I'm clean this brush off a little bit. I'm over here mixing. I'm here. I don't want you to think that I'm not here. You can't see me kind of off screen mixing. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to take this. Notice how far I am away from the end of this brush here. coming along pretty good. If anybody has any questions, feel free. You see how this is coming together with stroke, stroke, stroke? I'm doing my second layer here. This one here I'm working on is called the Businessman. And this one here is going to be the Seer. And I'm going to get started on that one in a little bit, but I want to get kind of my first, second layer or so going with this one, the Businessman here. It's a real colorful suit on here. And again, putting this together like a puzzle. Wow, look how it's starting to come together already. And I really haven't gotten going. Not much on here, so I'm gonna take this. And I'm gonna like morph his legs at the bottom here. He's coming together pretty good. And just to give it a little flavor, what I'm going to do is some of that blue that I have there in the background, I'm going to get a little bit of that, just a little tiny bit of that going right here on his sleeve here, just to break things up a little bit. And I may put a little, once this dries, I'll put little bits and pieces of this blue in some areas as well. But right here, I'm just going to put some. And before I mix it with this color above here, let me dry my brush a little bit, and then I'm going to like slide it up into that color. And just one stroke. If I do it again, it'll destroy what I'm trying to do. So again, I'm gonna come up, but it's gonna be with a stroke, and I can't do it again because I wanted that to kind of come over top of it, because both of these are wet right now. Then I mixed a little bit of both colors here on this part of the shirt. I mean the jacket sleeve. And so there'll be bits and pieces of this within this piece here. Now there's a little opening between his arm right here. I'm gonna put that in here right now. There's like this opening here where you can see behind him. It's not much of an opening, so I'm just gonna put a little white here to get that started. Like you can kind of see through his jacket. I think I'll make it even a little bigger and just kind of take it to here. I think that's better. Yeah, I think I like that a little better. Which means that, and then I'm going to bring his arm over a little bit more here. There we go. All right. So let me see what else I'm going to do with this before I move to another spot on here, because this is all kind of wet here what I'm working with. And let me put a little bit of paint. Get some white here. And this brush is too flimsy. I need one a little bit more firm than that. I should have bought some more brushes up, but okay. This is just the first layer of this. We'll get this going a little bit more as it goes on. I have to let some of this dry. Yesterday when I started, the way I did the background, it was a lot of, it was really wet, the canvas. And, all right, so I'm just dilly-dallying with that just a little bit. It was really wet, like I said, the canvas. So I had to stop sooner than I wanted to yesterday because it just wasn't going to dry quick enough. You can see a little bit of his shirt there. And again, this isn't, I'm not doing this to make this like so realistic. It's got this you see I have the abstracted city back here. I put a lot of paint on here, and then I took I'll show you some of the paper. I still have it here. And while the paint was still wet, I pressed this up against there and wiped back, and I pulled some of the paint away. As you can see, that the section right here where I started doing that, and I wanted to have this kind of effect to it. And then I'm going to do a few things with this background to get that moving along. But I'm going to get started on the seer. I'm going to block out the colors that I want on the body right now on the seer. So grab this brush here. I haven't even decided what colors I actually want to make this. So let me see. Maybe I can get in the comments. Maybe I'll get somebody to give me a You know what? I see what I want to do. I have this blue out here, so I'm going to start with that. I'm going to do his vest on the inside blue. Wow, you're getting to see in real time, like a decision I'm making. This normally be in my head. I'm going to allow you to. So I'm just going to block in the colors right now to get him moving. And with this oriented strand board, it has a lot of, it's like bits and pieces of wood and that are glued together, like the wood shavings. So it's got a lot of texture to it. And I've done quite a few paintings on stuff like this, and it's pretty cool. So I think I'm gonna, so again, let me see. So this vest will probably come down to here. So this is all the area where I think I'm gonna have that vest go to there. I'm talking to myself right now. Okay, so I'm starting with his vest here. Don't worry, it's gonna make sense when I'm finished. I know it looks kind of crazy in the beginning, but don't worry about that too much. I'm probably going to change the color of his shirt, but I just want to get it started. Get the white on there with this shirt. Boom. Then I'm going to get the dark, mix a little bit of red, and get some black up here too. Some more red. If anyone has a question, feel free. I'm going to check the comments in a little bit if there's any comments or any questions. So again, and I'm using a really big brush because I want this to be loose. I mean, not really like something like really fine, you know, right now. I've already sketched out my image, so I'm blocking in the colors now. And so this right here will be the dark part of. See, this is gonna look really super good when this is done. All right, so let's get to the next level. I'm gonna stay right with this red. I need a lot more for what I'm about to do with this. All right, gonna start getting this jacket. Let me get a little bigger brush. For this one brush I can't find. I guess this one will have to do for now. I didn't care if that red fell a little bit over there. Then I'm gonna take it to. So this will go down here. Let's go straight red here. I know it looks crazy in the beginning, but it's like a journey. I'm like taking you on this little journey, doing this painting here. I know it looks crazy right now, but that's all right. It's another brush I want that's like much more firmer than this. I gotta find it because I'm still gonna. I don't want to stop just yet. When I get the main part of this done, then I'll have to run and look for that brush real quick. You'll see it starting to pull together. And this part of the jacket again, to make this red. Boom. Okay. I know that brush is somewhere. It's a little thicker than this brush here. Let me see. Oh, here it is. All right, found it. Okay, let's see where we're at. So I'm actually going to take a little bit of orange and come in here right over top of that. These two, they don't have the same colors, but they're kind of similar. That's why I kind of wanted to put this one right up here with that one because they have some similar colors in them. See, I just put some orange up and I came right over top of that, and it's kind of blending in with it. It's giving it this like funky feel to it. And then I didn't even clean out the brush. I go right back into there, mixing a little black. And I can't duplicate these colors because I'm mixing these colors on the fly. So most likely I won't be able to do. I can't even tell you like the combination I did because I'm not trying to. I don't want to remember these colors. That's what makes each piece unique. Is that they're all just like made up the colors on the way as I'm going along. So this right here, all I'm trying to do is get, you know, the main foundation of this done right now. Boom. But you see how he's starting to come together. And then once I get around and do a little bit of the boom. I'm loving it. All right, so we're gonna go really dark on this section here. It's kind of like that V for his ass there. Let me see. Yeah, that'll go there. And I'm gonna I have to take big steps back so I can kind of. So that'll go there. All right. So the basis of this is getting starting out pretty good. I'm really liking this. I'm gonna get a big brush to start doing his face and you know, because again. All right, let's start with a little there. I hope I'm not in the way. I'm trying to stay out of the way of the camera. And look how loosely, you see how loose I'm just putting this on here. I'm not doing this so that it's, I've already done the sketch. Some kind of got him like a little bit of a beard is going to be here. So I'm just bringing it out a little bit more. See how he's got his beard. It's just going to taper just a little there. And let's put this here. I know I'm talking to myself. So I'm going to start giving him a little bit of life, a little bit. And then once I come over, you'll see once I come over with the, well, I'll just let you watch. I'm distracting my own self too much. What we're gonna do, let me move over here. We are going to change the music though. In my program that I have, it doesn't allow you to like. There we go. I wish it would go from one to the other, but that's for another day. All right, so let's put him. I'm gonna run this here. And notice I'm just blotting this. I'm still in the picture. I'm still here. I'm just on this side mixing. You can't really see me when I'm mixing over here. So now I'm just gonna, and I don't care if these colors mix too much because this is the first layer right here. So I'm not really worried about it too much. Making it too solid because this, again, I'm gonna go over this again. Let me step back for a minute. Okay, so we'll lighten this up here. And I'm letting those colors just kind of blend in just a little bit. I picked up a little bit of that black. I didn't mean to do that. But, you know, let it dry. Let me see if I can do something with it for now. Yeah, I'll make it a little better when I get over to it. And all right, so I'm gonna have to let this dry. I didn't mind if these colors mixed a little bit, because I don't want this to be all neat and pristine. I don't want it to be like that. So now I'm going to come back to this. I keep saying that, and then I keep fiddling around with it. You know what I mean? I'm a fiddler right now. I don't know why I keep fiddling. That's just me. Fiddling. Let's get ready to rumble. Painting is like one of them lonely things. I don't even want to call it lonely. It's just like you normally don't have people around. So it's a little different when I'm doing this live. It's kind of like having somebody there, and I normally... All right, so got that much going, and let me work. I'm just used to being quiet and doing this, but having you here makes it so much better. All right, let's change this song. Let's get the next one. I'm going to recycle this one a little bit. Okay. See how this one is starting to turn out as it's starting to dry? The next layer will kind of be pretty much almost the last. Okay. Let's focus here. Nope. That's too red. Red. What's that brown? Here we go. Get the same thing over here. Thanks for tuning in, for everybody that's watching. I really appreciate it. I'm truly grateful. Gradually. Hands are like hard to do, even when you're kind of abstracting them like I am. They're kind of hard. When I was sketching these out, I was like, all right, I know this is gonna be a bit of something doing these here. Then I kind of want his palm to like come like right there. Yes, all right, I gotta let that dry before I mess it up too much. I don't want to mess with the hands too much. You know? All right, so let me get to the next phase of this. I'm kind of going to do a defining line just a little bit. And I'm not worrying about it because I am going to come back over even over this black. Actually, I don't want to make it so black. I'll mix a little bit of the red in here. So I know this jacket's going to come down to there. Oh-do-do-do. All right, let me get a little here. And that's going to come there, but this will... It's like a puzzle. I'm telling you, this stuff be working just like a puzzle. And if you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself, and because you'll drive yourself nuts. You got to be patient. And you kind of I don't want to jump over colors so fast, because I really get to that point where I want to. I want to just jump so fast. I have to kind of make sure I don't move too fast. And at the same time, don't get too slow and be too anal. I don't know if you ever been around anybody that's like super anal. Ain't exactly all that fun. I think I'm gonna bring this one all the way down to here. Ooh-doo-doo-doo. See, I'm gonna bring this the other side. I'm gonna make this come all the way down, like right there. I gotta make that a little bit more black. So I think I'm gonna take this, instead of breaking it there, I'll make it come like this. All right, you'll see what I'm doing when I get to the next part of this. Okay. The next layer of this is going to look so cool. Wow, it's really coming together pretty cool, this one. All right, I'm working that hat a little bit. Okay. Wow, he's coming pretty good. Let me get a little bit more black here. Back to this one. Dun, dun, doo, 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 doo. Trying not to get in the way of the camera. I know I slip up every now and then doing that. Really enjoying getting these moving. Boom. Do 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 do. This is gonna really come out really cool when I get done with this. I'm just like, I can't, again, it can't get too, I don't want to brush your head too much because these first couple of layers, because of the oriented strand board, it's in there pretty heavy. Okay. Oh, this is looking so cool. So now let me get to my next phase of this. This is where I'm gonna have to get this brush here. I think I got to get a little container for this, what I'm about to do next. Let me get my color right first. Need a lot of white. Just got to mix this up here a little bit. To the color that I want here. Just want to make sure it's the right brush I want to use. Yeah, it is. I gotta do this quick because I'm gonna come back over this. I gotta mix something in. I'm going outside of this foam that's attached on here. I don't care that that fell on his face and everything right there. That's one of the occupational hazards of doing painting. That's just all that is. I'm using this brush and I'm doing this way for a reason. I'm scraping some of this paint off. See, I can even use this board to do that. Okay, so I'm doing this, and you see I'm just taking this and kind of doing like almost these little like squares or rectangles and squares, just coming over with the paint like that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. I will take the paper towel though, just to blot that, so that I don't have to go over so much that paint that flicked over there. A little piece of, just blot it. I don't care that it messed that up because I have to go over the face again anyway. I just need to stay on this. Okay, clean this brush out. Then I'm gonna come back. Actually, I have to dump this water real quick because it's like so dirty. I need to get some fresh water. Give me 1 second and enjoy the music. And I'm gonna clean these brushes out real quick and get me some fresh water. The other day, I was emptying out my pan and like these brushes, I don't know why I didn't have a screen in the sink. And a couple of little skinny brushes ran there, and I had to take the and it went down. I couldn't get it, so I had to take the S-trap apart and get the brush out. Fortunately, I know how to do plumbing. Actually, electrical, pretty much everything in the house. My father used to find flip houses, so me and my brothers, whether you like it or not, you learn how to work on houses. And he was the pastor of the church. And he worked at General Motors. 7 kids. I'm in the middle. 2 boys and a girl younger. 2 girls and a boy older. And I'm dead smack in the middle of the boys and of all the kids. All right, I got my water set up here. Got my brush clean. I'm coming back over. Okay. It's amazing how far I can get in just this short amount of time. Okay, so let me get set back up here. So I'm gonna get that same brush that I was using, and now I'm just gonna go with straight white. And now, in between those spots, I'm gonna do the same thing I did with those. I'm gonna do with the white, and I'm gonna let it blend in with that just a little bit. And you'll see it's in the end, it's like kind of the effect that I want to get with this. I hope this canvas this thing don't fall off my off the easel here, because this is kind of heavy. Now, it ain't too heavy. It's heavy enough though. So again, I'm going with the straight white, and I'm trying to hit the spots that I didn't hit with the. That was, what did I mix that with? I think it was yellow ochre and a lot of white. The first color. Then I'm gonna do one more color. And I'm trying to do this fast and keep it somewhat wet. I may take a spray bottle I have over here just to wet this up, because it is acrylic paint and it will dry pretty quickly. All right. Get some white here. Okay. Now I'm going to take this white and I'm going to go actually around the sear. That's the name of this piece. It's the sear. And again, you see I got a really big brush. You get those little tiny brushes when you want to do that little itty bitty detail, but that's not what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to just stay loose. Loosey goosey. Let's get you in there. And again, you see it's going over on the colors I've already done a little bit, but that's fine. There's a method to the madness. But as you can see, this person, the seer, you're starting to be able to see the seer a little bit. Do, 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 do. I am so glad. I had a dislocated shoulder for a freaking year. I mean, my shoulder, I tripped on some hula hoops. My shoulder was turned like this way. And I mean, it's the worst pain you ever feel. So it was 14 months. And then I had a couple of months of physical therapy, but now I can actually start lifting weights. I wasn't able to do that for 14 months. I couldn't play basketball. I love playing basketball. I couldn't play basketball. So now I've been working on my cardio and going to start to lift a little bit, get the guns up. And, but I kept painting, and thank God it was my right. I'm at my left shoulder because I'm right-handed. Oh my God, it's the worst pain. It took me 7 months before I could touch my head. It took me 12 months before I could hold my arm straight up. And the doctor was like, how in the world did you not tear anything? You know, it was severely strained, but I didn't tear anything. It's because I was always working out, push-ups, sit-ups, working out, and keeping myself active, so my upper body strength was strong, and that saved me. And I tripped over some hula hoops, actually, and I fell sideways onto these stackable containers that were very large. And I'm telling you, it's the worst pain. You don't ever want to get a dislocated shoulder. You don't ever want to get that. But anyway, I survived. Yeah, I survived. Now I'm gonna start working with this. I have the foam that's on here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go along this foam right here. Actually, before I do that, let me do this. Let me finish my background. I kind of got sidetracked from that background there, telling you about my dislocated shoulder. And then I just kind of dislocated my mind from what I was doing just now, because now I got to get the next color on there and then finish what I was doing. All right, so we're gonna go right back to that yellow ochre. Now, the same color we have here, but I'm gonna go with the yellow ochre, but I'm gonna, and the white mix, but a little darker. Still light, but it's, see it a little bit more. So now, doing the same thing. Trying to, what I'm doing is getting rid of that yellow. Surprise, surprise. Then after I get rid of the yellow, I am going to have to hit this with some water in a second. I think on some spots, because I think they're getting a little bit too dry, some spots. We'll be talking about my darn dislocated shoulder. See, I want to have a certain effect with this. I'm just going to come up with this, like this. Okay, so now that okay, I think I got everything where I want it. Now I'm going to take this brush, I'm going to clean it out. And then I'm going to go with this brush here. And that color that I just put on there all the way around, I'm just going just like this over everything. And just letting them somewhat kind of blend together. All that I just put on there. And I don't know if you can see it from the camera, but, and this again is the first layer. I'm coming over top of this. I need for that to be like this, the way it is. Now I'm going to move to what I was talking about, those, I just dropped the brush on the floor. Where'd that go? Oh, don't tell me I set that brush somewhere. All right, I'm going to go with this one for the sake of keeping moving. I can't be stagnant. Anything that's stagnant and stationary, that's a degenerative form. You have to be in constant movement. Because you end up dead without doing it. So I'm going right, just going over top of it. And then I'm going to come back again. Everything is a layering process. I'm just going right over top of this foam, because there was a this big foam thing that was attached to this. And so what I'm doing is just, when I took the foam off, it left some of the foam glued to these boards that I found at the construction site next to me. And they were like, I said, you got to see what I'm doing with some of those boards you had out there. I took a bunch of them. A lot of these paintings are on these boards. It's oriented strand board. And what a blessing, because if I went to Home Depot to buy these actual sheets, it would be like I think like $29 or something like that per sheet. That's crazy, ain't it? Like $29 per sheet. See, I'm gonna have to let this dry too right here. I'm gonna go over, when I get finished with this part, I'm gonna go back to this painting right here. I was doing when I'm doing the paintings and doing one, it feels like different because, you know, when I have to wait for one to dry, I'm normally jumping from one to the other. So I thought it'd be a better idea to for now on, I think I'm always gonna have two paintings. So you know, I can jump back and forth between the two and allow certain areas to dry. And it's acrylic paint. It dries pretty quick. And it depends on how heavy I put it on, you know, as well. I'm looking to see if I have any messages. I don't have any comments. No. Okay. I keep checking just in case. Don't be scared if you got something to say or got a question. I know how people be getting. I'm scared to talk. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna leave that right there for now. And then we get my first layer on the inside of that. It's gonna look so nice. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. All right, let's get this next layer done. So now I don't care if it's mixing with the brown. This is again just to get it started. This is the next layer. This is the ugly phase because I'm just doing things. I'm blocking in colors, getting my shapes down. See, his hand is going to be behind this right here. But I had to. And I got to do this quick, fast, and in a hurry. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Then when I come back for the second thing, you'll see where it's going after that. When I come back with the second part of this, hopefully it'll be dry enough tonight where I can get you moving on the second phase of this here. Boom. You notice I'm not even worried about anything because this is as I said, the ugly stage. All right. Boom. All right. I'm actually going to put some of this little green up in his hat here. That's good, a little there too. All right. All right, we're going to get over here now. Come back to this one. And now I see that darn brush that I wanted to use. I'm not worried about coming over this tie because I'm going to repaint the tie in anyway. Rather get this shirt down, the color on the shirt that I want. This is the businessman. He's the seer. All right, let's get to the next phase of this. I got to step back a little bit. And actually, this is some of that background, like I told you, behind him. Now that stands out a little bit more. Now let's see what we want to do. So now, see, I'm going to take this and come down his jacket, like right here. You got to step back to be looking at this stuff, because if not, I'll get too caught. Alright, come on, Kenneth. Nice little curve there in this one. Brush. And it's like I can see the next steps I'm gonna do, and I wish you were in my head so you can know what I'm gonna do next. But like after this, there's a method, there's a reason why I'm doing this part right here for what I want to accomplish and the look of it. Normally people just see the end product that I'm working with. They don't get to see like these little steps I'm taking like along the way. Makes me feel really good to be able to share this part with you. Just gonna put a couple little dots. I don't want to make this so. It's a little cityscape back here. And I'm doing this quick. I'm not even trying to make them like where they're in a perfect position. I'm not doing that. It's just giving an impression. All right, that's starting to come together. I'm gonna leave that alone for a little bit, and then I'll come back to that. Okay. Let's get to this part here. Do. Need more black. Just mixing it in like I'm mixing it right on here. I told you ain't no rhyme and no reason. I'm not following no freaking format. I'm just doing what I want to do. All right. Get to my next phase on this. Where's my other brush? Where is it? This water is so dirty again. I actually had to drop this other brush. I thought that was it. Hold up. Move over here. Why don't I see that brush? I don't think I'm going blind. I sat it somewhere. Isn't that crazy? I sat this brush somewhere and now I can't find it. And I haven't gone that far. Oh, I found it. All right. All right. Get this part going. Okay, here we go. So we'll take this past this part here. everything starts to come together like a puzzle. Tell ya, I always be taking that little step back. Step back. Because if you don't, coming back up here again, I needed to get this a little bit more solid. And look how far I am away from this brush, because the closer you get, you know, the more control you have. I don't want to have so much control while I'm doing this. It's not necessary for me to control things. I think some people, they get all messed up because they be trying to control everything. I know I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot more with this tonight, but just enough to keep this rolling. See how loose this is? I'm not even. But you'll see at the end how perfect this is going to look. Okay, let's see. Now I'm gonna have to let this dry from what I just did just now, because the next layer I want to put on, it requires that jacket to be. I'm almost getting to where I want with the jacket, but in the next, oh, that was too light. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. What you doing, Kenny? Moving too fast. Too fast. All right. Wow. Coming together. And in the kind of weather. Do. See, I'm coming over these colors like with some of the same colors, different mixes. Now his suit is getting more and more solid. You see how it's getting more and more solid. Solid as a rock. Do, 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 do. I did a picture for the boxing gym next to me. So I'll be starting boxing training. So you can barter. So let me tell you, while I'm letting this dry a little bit, I'm going to show you next. It should air this week, and it will be an art history episode I have, and I'm doing Frida Kahlo on my art history. Well, it's on the podcast channel, but it's an art history episode, and it's Frida Kahlo, the art, pain, and passion of a revolutionary icon. Frida Kahlo was one of my daughter's favorite artists. She went to, they had an exhibition of her work in Philadelphia, and so my daughter loves this particular artist right here. So that's going to be my next episode on the art history channel, on the art history section of my KJL podcast channel. So please tune in. Now listen, if you like what you're saying, by all means, feel free. This is the QR code for my Cash App. If you'd like to donate to the channel, buy me a cup of coffee, $2. I love coffee, so that's a way to help support the channel. Also, this is the QR code for my LinkedIn. This is the QR code for my blog. You can also get this through my website. And this is my website here, KJL Art Sanctuary. And this right here is the QR code for my podcast channel. Okay. And let me get back here. Now we're going to change up a little bit of the music. We've been listening to that song for a while, so let's try something different. Okay. I'm working the controls from over here. I'm right up on you. But I was working the I got a big I have a big television over here, and so I'm looking over here to just make sure I'm not getting in the way as I'm, as much as I can as I'm painting, because sometimes I'll forget, so I glance over at that television every now and then. Wait a minute, let me get this little QR code off the screen. All right. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to move back to this man over here. To the man with the plan. And this should have dried up a little bit. Okay, so my next phase with this, let me get moving. Now, right in that area where I was, now I'm gonna be a little bit more intentional with this area here. It'll probably be 2 to 3 more sittings before I'm finished with this piece here. Switch up my brush for a second here. I hope you're enjoying this. For those that are watching, it airs on LinkedIn, YouTube, and my Facebook channel and my Facebook page. Okay. Excuse me. I got something in my throat. Oh, you know what? It's sitting right here in my darn water. Plenty of water. Put down a couple of these a day. That's better. That's the other thing. Try to drink as much water as possible every day. Cool. Make sure I ain't blocking it. That still was a lot of that brown was still wet in there. It's a layering process, as I keep saying, and there's a reason why I'm doing everything I'm doing. I'm gonna come back and over top of everything. These paintings, they're not just done with one layer. There's multiple layers. So these colors that you see here, that I'm putting on here, only bits and pieces of this color is going to remain in the end. But this is just me getting moving with it. And this Batiste piece, like I said, is called the Seer. So, all right, Mr. Seer, and this is the Businessman. So, let me see what I'm going to do next with this one here. All right, let's get to working on that. Step back for a minute. Where is that? Oh, here it is. Wow, I slung that so hard. I actually threw off the end of the brush. Went to swipe that so hard. I meant to say. Okay, let's get this here. When you're a seer, you gotta have a nice little outfit on. You know what I mean? And you see, I'm just using this one brush right now, and then I'll switch to another one when I'm done with what I'm doing with this one. Real loose. I'm staying real loose with this. Ain't he starting to come together kind of nice? Wow, it's coming together nice. I'm really digging it. I can't go too far because I want this has to dry up a little bit. I mean, this is still a little wet. So just got to be just a little careful what I'm doing right there. Alright, where's my thing at? There it is. Here we go. next step. Told you when this thing comes together, it's gonna look super good. If I don't say so myself. But anywho, give another one right here and here. All right, good right there with that. Okay, let's mix this together. Let me think about this first. All right, yeah, let me do this. Wow, it's coming along very, 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 very well. Well, listen, we're just about at the end of what I'm doing for today. I don't want to mess around with this too much more right now. I need for this to dry. I want both of them to dry up pretty good. They're still kind of wet in spots that I want to work on right now. And normally what I would do is leave these for a couple hours and go work on something else, or just come back the next day and deal with these right now. But I'm so grateful that you decided to tune into my channel. And remember, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you look right here, let's see what I got going over here. We have Art with Kenneth. Let me just hide this.